Uh-oh. You recognize this screen, don't you? It means we're back on the, Ace Attorney Online fan games. This is the Enchanted Turnabout by Anna, who you might know as the creator of the Hexepta series. And this, well, we'll find out together. Hey, come back here! Why, sister? What's wrong? Don't you know anything? Mother says we're not allowed to play in the forest. Why not? Cecil and Petal come out here all the time. They only don't get in trouble because they never get caught. Now come on. Okay, sister. Good. Honestly, you're so Ah! Oh, look, you tripped. Now do you see why we're not allowed out here? Sister? What? What is it now? What's this? Uh-oh. My name's Phoenix Wright. I'm a baker. That's right, this is taking place in this universe of the Layton crossover. Phoenix Wright is a baker in Labyrinthia. And we have bread. Freshly baked bread, straight from the oven, to be delivered to the Richmond family. I've worn this badge for as long as I can remember, but I don't know what it means, where it came from. And the Grand Grimoire, a tome that contains information on magic spells, also explains the core rules of magic and witches. Only women can be witches. Casting magic requires a witch's scepter and an incantation. The incantation must be announced loudly for the spell to work. Any witch can only cast two given spells. The spells they can cast are assigned at birth. Assigned fireball at birth. Casting a spell requires the correct magic gem to be inserted into the head of the scepter. Witch's existence alone is a crime. Use of magic is punished by death by fire. Rosemary picture. Ooh, that's a pretty profile picture. Wealthy landlady resides in the middle of this dense forest. Most days I spend the afternoon baking bread, but today I'm on an important mission. Rosemary Richmond, a well-known landlady, has ordered a delivery to her house in this forest. Since the boss is busy and Isabella is somewhere, I guess the job falls to me. Alright, I'll send this bread off and be back at the bakery by sunset. Ooh. No! My bread! Great! Just great! Why did it have to start raining now of all times? It's pouring so hard, damn it. The ground is so muddy. Am I seriously gonna have to walk all the way back like this? Wait, is that? I see a light. Oh, thank the teller. This must be the Richmond house. The teller, the storyteller. Come on, Phoenix, you're almost there. Alright. I do not care. Get me in. Alright, very good. Aunt Patty's Bakery, upper crust goods with not much dough. Oh, thank heavens. Delivery for you, miss. Oh my goodness, when did it start raining? Oh, hey! Are you alright? Do you need to be dried off, warmed up? Anything at all? No, I'm fine, really. I wasn't out there that long. It's just your imagination, Phoenix. Oh, fair point. Nothing here. What is it? I'm sorry. Family's bedroom must be up there. I don't see any reason to go up there myself. Is that a gift? This little badge? If you really want it, I guess. Are you sure? It looks pretty valuable. Can't accept it. It's probably something important to you. I don't see how. Sorry, but are you a servant here? What? Of course not. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm part of the family. You are? You don't really look the part. Where can I find find your mother, then, Miss Rosemary Richmond. She's in her bedroom. She probably will be coming down tonight. Oh, why's that? I didn't know. She's been shut up in her bedroom for a while now. Are all the rich folk like this? Yes. Yes, they are all like this. Anyway, I better not forget what I came here for. Bread. I believe you ordered this? Oh, yes. Thank you. Baked bread grabbed away. Yoink. We're just on time. And you even burned a cute smiley face on it, too. Thank you for coming all this way, Mr. Baker. No problem. The journey back will be much, much worse, though. Oh, dear. Sir. Huh? Someone's coming from upstairs? Oh, no. A lovely mare. Are you okay, sir? You are positively drenched. Oh, I'm fine. I'll be heading... What happened to you? You're dripping a puddle where you stand. Oh my goodness, this is bringing back all the memories. We have so many familiar faces today. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Anyway, I got to go now. Thanks for ordering. Achoo! Come now, sir. You can't be walking around in this weather like this. Not once in a lifetime have I, the butler, and totally not a mayor, neglected a man under such conditions. Yes, please, at least wait until the rain stops. Until then, we'll treat you like an honored guest. It's really not necessary. Of course it is. You have come all this way out here, and you bring such delicious bread. First, we'll be able to get you dried off. Butler, could you get this man a towel? I have one right here. Please, go and dry off. What's your name, guest? I'm Phoenix Wright, sir. Phoenix, then. You may call me Victor. Let's dry you off, and I'll show you the way to the lounge. Is this an obvious? Is this a reference? Is that a blatant reference? He is now Victor Butler. He is now Victor Butler. I love this. I'm getting way too much delight out of that. They sure are hospitable around here. And for a lowly baker like myself, too. I guess I should accept their invitation, though. Spending some time in this rich woman's mansion beats walking through that forest in the rain. Not to mention, I really am starting to catch a cold. Better not to chance it. So far, I've met Elizabeth, my client's daughter. Client? Victor Butler, who I assume is the butler. And who is that lady, anyway? Another daughter? I'm sure I'll be greeted with everyone shortly. I just hope that this rain doesn't stay around for too long. Make yourself at home, Sir Baker. The rain doesn't look like it wants to stop, so feel free to relax. You people are way too kind. I don't know how I could repay you for this hospitality. You've earned it, Phoenix. Now, if you're all settled in, I have duties upstairs to return to. Call my name if you need anything. Thanks, Victor. I guess we're already on a first-name basis. Yeah, I gotta go for a minute, too, by the way. Mother's dinner is probably ready by now, so I gotta send that up to her. Sure, no problem. And now I've got this nice, cozy lounge all to myself. Still, I wonder if it's a good idea to hang around here. It's not like there aren't a bunch of unsavory rumors about this place. Oh? At this point, there isn't a soul in Labyrinthia who doesn't know the name Rosemary Richmond. She rose to power all of a sudden many years ago, yet nobody knows where she came from. The vast amount of riches, she all but took over the market for accommodation around here. Her influence is one that rivals even the Knights of the Inquisition. And that's putting it lightly. Obviously, rumors about the woman began sprouting up, as you'd expect. The most popular idea shared around is that the woman herself is a witch. It's not uncommon for such rumors to surface around here. After all, magic is very, very real. And among the spells listed in the Grand Grimoire, there exists one particular spell that can turn any object, living or otherwise, into solid gold. Of course, this is all unfounded speculation. There's no actual evidence that proves she used magic to reach the status she has today. That does nothing to stop the gossipers, though. It's even reached the point where people have claimed to have witnessed bizarre events here, explainable only by magic. Hey! What? Oh, hello there. I do not recognize you. Hello? Yes, excuse me, but who might you be? Oh, right. Phoenix Wright, miss. I'm a baker. Ah, yes. We were running short on bread lately. But tell me, mere baker, with the bread delivered, why are you yet here, lounging on my furniture? Well, I was actually just about to leave, but since it's raining pretty heavily... I see. So my siblings have decided to let you stay the night, have they? Yeah, actually, at least until the weather clears up so I can leave. I understand. Even as you sit here now, you're leaving a wet stain on our lovely sofa. I am? I don't really care. It'll dry up before you know it. I'm Vanessa Richmond, the eldest daughter of the famed landlady. I'm not sure why the others didn't let me know you were staying, but I'm not complaining. You're lucky my mother doesn't leave her room, else you'd be out of here. Lucky, huh? Curious. Take a look, milady. Is that supposed to impress me? I don't know what else I'm supposed to do with it. But I'm not interested in gifts. Not at that kind of value, anyway. Whatever. Neither you nor even I can understand the significance of that little badge. You should consider yourself lucky, Mr. Wright. I do. You're all very nice people for letting me stay here. All of us? Is that what you think? You don't have a problem with it, do you? Oh, I don't have a problem with it. In fact, I welcome it. It gets very lonely this deep in the forest, don't you know? I guess it would. I'm not sure what your point is, though. Tell me, Baker, this is the first time we've met. Were you aware that I was okay with you staying the night? I mean, I hope it doesn't come to me. But I hope it doesn't come to it that I spend the whole night, but, you told me just now you were fine with it. Yes, just now, that's correct. But you probably haven't heard from one little person. Probably the one who matters most. You don't think my client has a problem with it, do you? Of course she does. And just why am I only being told this now? Oh, don't worry, she doesn't need to know you're here. You'll be gone the next morning and she'll never even know you were here. Is she, normally this strict about keeping guests here? I lived in this house for over half my life. She would never allow guests like you. Well, there's a reason for that. Huh. Why would your mother be so opposed to having guests? I'm afraid I know nothing on the subject. I spend most of my days in my bedroom, really. It was only when Mother herself took to her bed that I felt free to even walk around this house. It was like the tables had turned. Wow, is she really that awful? How do you mean? Do you mean your mother was responsible for keeping you in your room? Yes. I do not know her reasons, but she would never let me interact with anyone outside of the house. Yeesh. She's one overly protective mother, that's for sure. I doubt he would tell you, but if you really want to look into this, the butler seems to know at least part of the reason. He's never told me, my sister, or my half-sister, so I don't see why he'd tell you. That's fine. Sleuthing around here is the last thing I want to do. My guess is that Elizabeth is the half-sister? Hey, wait. Half-sister? Who's your half-sister? That's Elizabeth. She was born to a different father to me in Victoria. Aha! That explains the differences. So they're half-siblings, huh? Come to think of it, I haven't seen any men here, the butler aside. Don't tell me the father shut himself up in his room, too. Both my fathers are gone. They left. That's all. Is that really all there is to it? That's what my mother told me. But you don't know the specifics? I was very young when it happened. I've got almost no memory of the man. Doesn't stop me from thinking about it sometimes, but It's not worth looking into in depth. Yeah, right. I don't need magic to see you tensing up right now. But maybe I shouldn't press her over this. It's not my business. I should just change the subject to something a bit nicer, like dinner. So when's dinner? Very soon. Elizabeth has probably already brought Mother's dinner up to her by now. Once Victor is done cleaning and has set the table, we shall eat. You're welcome to join us. You'll save us a whole plate of leftovers. Thanks. And you're welcome, I guess? Don't get used to this comfy life, Baker. Oh. Dinner is nearly ready to be served. Ah, good. Just I was thinking of cutting your your salary. Oh, please, my lady, I work to be as timely as I can be. Come along, Baker. Let me show you your seat for tonight. Very well. Coming. It's so comfy. The couch. Don't get used to it. Door, the gateway between heaven and the common world. I guess the dining room is behind it too. Fair enough. Dining room. Wow. Never thought I'd ever get to eat at a place like this. Take a seat wherever you'd like, Phoenix. Dinner is on the way. My lady, has Madam been served? Yeah, she's eating now. Are you eating with us, Mr. Wright? Of course he is. We can't have him starve to death out here. Oh, you're Victoria. Yes, Mr. Wright is our guest tonight. I hope you'll enjoy my cooking, Mr. Wright. Oh, you're the cook? You cook? Oh, you cooked nice dinner. Yes, Victoria here is a far more skilled cook than I. Naturally, I'd be more than inclined to accept cooking as one of my duties, but he'd do us a better service to leave it to Vic. I'm sure he wouldn't be that bad. Come to think of it, I haven't properly spoken to this person yet. Mr. Wright, I hope you're well after coming in from that awful rain. I still get a bit of a cold, but I'll live. Thank goodness. Doesn't look like the rain is going to stop anytime soon, so I asked to have one of the guest rooms prepared for you. Won't be a problem, will it? You ought to know that I have already gone and cleaned the room just for you, Phoenix. I would greatly prefer if you were to accept this offer. Sure, why not? Very nice, very nice. I'm sure Mother gave you the go-ahead to make that decision. Well, I just thought... But of course she did. Not once have I, the butler, acted in defiance of Madam's wishes. Sorry if I don't believe that. You may ask Madam yourself if you require it, my lady. I shall pass. That struck a nerve. Did he legitimately... The question is, did he legitimately do it, or did he just call her bluff? With her obviously knowing how mother is. Likes to poke the bear with everyone and go off about Mother's wishes. And then Victor called her on it and she balked. Which, fair enough. Oh, now I think you've all waited long enough. Oh yes, and dinner shall be served at once. Before I do that... It's a lovely badge on your collar, Mr. Wright. This? Thanks. Do you want it? Uh-huh. I couldn't accept something like that as a gift. You must keep it. It suits you better than it would suit me. Don't you think it's a bit gaudy for a baker like me? Alright. Did you cook tonight's dinner yourself? Cooking is my responsibility. I hope you like tonight's meal. Of course he will. Your cooking is placed among the top 21 in Labyrinthia, my lady. 21 of the, 100 or so households around here? Hey, can you bring the food out already? Somebody's hungry. Somebody's hungry? Excuse me, we're all hungry here. I'm really sorry. Wow, that outburst sure took her back. Anyway, now that everyone's finally here, it looks like it's time to eat. I hope I don't embarrass myself. Well, that was lovely. I'm stuffed. Thanks a lot, Victoria. Thank you. But was Mr. Wright who made tonight's dinner as wonderful as it was? You mean the bread? Actually, it was my boss that made that. Oh, no, you misunderstand, Phoenix. The company. It's been quite some time since we last welcomed a guest of any status into our home. To have your presence tonight was truly a pleasure. You have our thanks. Oh, that's nice, but why do I get the feeling I'm being made fun of for that time I threw up? Who would that be? What? What? Oh no. Is this the father? Dr. Pilf. Dr. Pilfnum? Man, flip. It's been a while. How are you, sir? Ooh, hello. I'm wet. Catching a cold, even. In short, I am not well. You don't look very wet. Who is this rude individual, Vic? My apologies. This is Phoenix. He's a guest for tonight. Taking shelter here over a light drizzle like that? Weak. Might as well put my health first, right? Well, I've got work to do. As I'm sure you know, I'm a trained doctor who studied under the late alchemist Newton Belduke. Oh, so stay out of my way, won't you, Phoenix? Who was the second victim of the Layton Wright game? I'm trying to remember if that was the same case that involved Layton turning to gold. That's Mr. Wright. Anyway, you know what I'm here for, don't you, dear man? Yes, madam, is it? It's about time I check up on the hag. Would you accompany me? Of course, I'll show you the way. I know where her bedroom is, miss. I'll go too. Mother's probably finished her dinner at this point. Whatever. Now come along, Vic. We don't have all night. Oh, wait for me, sir. Wow, your bedside manner is awful. There they all go. All except... Something the matter, Mr. Wright? I'm just a little tired is all. It's been a long day. Would you like some rest? I can show you the way to the guest room if you'd like. Just try not to be heard by Mother. Don't worry about her. I appreciate what you've done regardless. Come along. The guest room's just upstairs. Alright, nothing to do, but... Can poke into the hallway. I can go back outside. Oh, I was hoping I'd get yelled at for going back outside. Guest room. Wow. Even smells nice up here. Never get used to a place like this, will I? Oops, looks like I ran ahead of Victoria. Guest room just over here. Thanks, I'll rest up for tomorrow. Sleep well. Huh? The others are all gathered around at the end of the hallway. Roseberry, this is your doctor calling. Open up. That woman, it's locked. Why isn't she answering, though? Sound doesn't travel easily between the walls of this room, but she should still hear us calling. Madam, forgive me, but you must come in. Dr. Pilfnum is here to see you. Rest assured I have the key to the room right here. Keys, anyone? May I? Of course. It's slightly tricky to get this door open, let me warn you. This is nothing. That should do it. There we go. Madam, forgive me, but we're coming in. Curiosity's getting the better of me. Let's have a little peek inside. Madam! What the hell happened? Dr. Pilfnum, is she? It seems she has passed. Mother, how could this have happened? She was fine just an hour ago. I knew her time was coming for it to have been come like this. Lady, are you there? Yes. Well, 3 of you watch the door. Look out for anyone coming or going. And you, Phoenix. Yes, Victor? Help me search this room. The perpetrator is still hiding. We must uncover them at once. Got it. We'll take this side of the room, then. I'll check the back. After I've done that, we must notify the Knights of the Inquisition somehow. I should have known something would happen, but a murder? Damn it. Let's keep it together and do as Victor says. It's still raining. Thanks, we noticed. Do you see the killer out there? No, but maybe the killer escaped through one of these windows? They all appear to be locked. Yep, they're all locked. No one's hiding in any of the curtains either. Have you discovered something? No, I've done the complete inverse. This is strange. Let's think about this later. What? I've done the complete inverse? Have you undiscovered something? Oh, great. This is definitely Miss Richmond. Looks like she was stabbed with a knife, square in the chest. Probably killed her easily, too. Damn. I'd love to find whoever did this, but I can't think about that right now. But now I should focus on, well, finding the culprit in a more literal sense. Wow, this bed looks comfy. Well, it belongs to a dead woman, so don't go jumping in. Maybe the killer's hiding inside it, though. Does that really look to be the case, too? I guess not, but they might still be under it. Wait, is that? Oh, that's a witch's scepter. I had a sneaking suspicion, but it appears this is the vile work of a witch. A witch. Oh, that changes things, all right. No, I'm really not going to let the killer get away. Looks like I'm done with my side of the room. No look on your side either, I take it. I did find that scepter, but it looks like the killer made their escape. Yes. How did she do it, I wonder? You, Phoenix. Right. Whatever, Baker Boy. Let me see that scepter again. It's right there under the bed. Well, it's not my job to work this all out. Let's leave it to the Knights to figure out how she did this. You have to be quick to assume this was committed by a woman. You don't understand the implication of what we found. The witch's scepter could only belong to a witch. And who's ever heard of a male witch? I sure haven't. I'm quite well versed in the world of magic. So the killer must be a woman, huh? Dr. Pilfin, please, let's not think about it like that. Sure, believe what you want to believe. Just know who the suspects are. Okay, Pilfin, you're a real piece of work. Mr. Red Pilfin. Anyway, we're not going to accomplish anything by standing around in here. Let's lock this place up and notify the Knights. You're right, let's go. There goes my rest. Still raining. What are you going to do? Of all else, we must let the Knights know what had happened. Which means we will have to make our way through the forest in the worst weather at night. Perhaps we should all go together. It probably isn't safe here. Don't be stupid. Do I look like the kind of lady who should be walking through the woods in the rain? I'm sorry. Hey, the rain stopped. That probably doesn't matter to her. If I must go alone, then I shall. Dr. Pilfin, can I be assured that everyone will remain safe in that case? In the house, maybe, but I can't guarantee your safety being out in the woods alone. You and I handle that just fine, so... Ignore the ignorant guest, Vic. There's a witch on the loose. At the very least, have someone go with you. You go with him. You do it! Don't make it one of the suspects, obviously. You do it! What to do? Looks like my escort has arrived. Stop, it's the witch. Don't open it. Okay, Boomer. What? Lumbo? I hear you Yeah, see, I hear you lot have a witch problem on your hands. Honestly, what's with all these strange men showing up tonight? Yeah, who the heck are you? How do you know what would happen? Name's Hyde. Detective Hyde. A very well-known member of the Knights of the Inquisition. What? Can't say your face is ringing any bells, buddy. Yeah, see, I don't like to be seen, you know what I mean? I spent many of a witch to the flames in the hall of the execution. Gotta keep myself on the lowdown. That'd be why I haven't heard of you then. You're a funny guy, aren't you? Anyway, people out here probably didn't hear, but we heard that a witch would appear here. From the Storyteller's Parade. Of course, this story was the one written for today's parade, wasn't it? The Storyteller? He's effectively the governor of Labyrinthia. Any story he writes comes true. Yeah, so the moment I realized that the story referred to this house here, I came on over. Based on the atmosphere, I take it that I'm too late. I suppose it was stupid of me to think I could stop the story. Unfortunately, you're right. Rosemary Richmond, the owner of this house, was just found dead. She was stabbed in the chest. Her body isn't frail, but it had still aged. It's no surprise it was fatal. That's so. It's rare to see a witch kill without magic. Actually, we did find a scepter hidden in the bedroom. It had a blue gem and a green gem attached to it. Huh. Is that how it is? Yes, I too saw the scepter. For the record, it definitely wasn't me. Me neither. You didn't, eh? Well, don't worry, I've already got my boys on the case. They just reported back to me, in fact. What? How do you work so fast? I'll be checking up on all your alibis later, but for now, we can't be having a witch running around. The door to the crime scene was locked in when you arrived, correct? As I myself confirmed, yes. Now, based on what my boys have told me, I'll be putting the witch away for now. Miss Elizabeth Richmond. Yep, that's the obvious suspect. It begins. Yep, now. Detective kept us up all night for questioning. But in the end, all it did was cement his initial accusation. As such, Elizabeth Richmond will be the one standing trial tonight. I should be relieved, but this doesn't feel right. I feel like I should at least hear from her myself before I jump to any conclusions. Oh, hey. Hi, Miss Richmond. Just call me Elizabeth. I don't want you getting confused with my sisters. What are you doing here, anyway? Good question. Well, you see... First of all, I wanted to know what exactly happened last night. Well, basically, a whole bunch of guys showed up and everything fell apart from there. That's not a description, but I know that much. I'm more interested in your own movements. You're talking like those knights. Why do you even want to know this stuff? Well, I guess the first thing I did was wake up. That's about it until you guys showed up. So after I took the bread from you, I handed it off to Victoria and showed you the lounge. Hope you like that bread, by the way. Oh, I did. It was delicious. Anyway, after that, I went to bring Mother her dinner. That's right. This was mentioned last night. So you went to your mother's room after I arrived and before our own dinner, right? Right. It's a routine I've been doing ever since she started shutting herself up in there. She hasn't left in like 3 years. Wow, that's a lot. That is very much. And usually only Victor and Dr. Pilfman are allowed inside. The only times I'm allowed in is when I'm bringing is when I'm bringing her dinner and taking her dishes away. And that's definitely what you were doing that night. Oh, don't you go accusing me now. I'm not! Well, yes, that is all I did. Well, oh. Get that suspicious look off your face, Mr. Wright. All I did was give her food, that's it. And yes, she was alive and well the entire time. I did not go casting any spells on her, got it? Loud and clear? Really? Then we return to the age-old question then. What are you doing here? I want to try something first. What's a baker like you doing with that shiny badge anyway? I figure it's a gift from the storyteller himself. Got it since the moment of my birth. How does that work? No clue. We'd have to sort out my memories someday. Ask me all these questions, but you still won't tell me why you're here. Why don't you just sit in the gallery tonight and watch me burn with everyone else? Maya? Oh, Maya? That's right. I know exactly what I'm doing here. I won't let another witch pin her crimes on someone else. Have you been appointed a defender yet? What? Not this early, no. Then I'll take up your defense. You what? I have a history with witches. Having seen one do something like this before me. I'm not going to believe the case against you just because that shady detective said you did it. So please, let me take this case and find that witch. Oh, why didn't you say that from the start? I'll leave this entire mess to you, Mr. Baker. Huh. I always knew the baker life wasn't for me. Tonight, I'll walk into that courtroom and this time I won't lose. Yeah. Wait, what? I'll be heading back to the mansion now. Don't think about it, Elizabeth. Don't think about it. Don't think about the implications, but just we're going to work now. Man. Feels like I'm walking in here for the first time all over again. Really never gonna get used to a place like this, am I? I don't have time to take it all in again. Let's get to the crime scene and question that suspicious detective. Oh, Phoenix, welcome back. Victor, and Dr. Pilfnum? It is I, yes, but I sure wish it weren't. What are they keeping me here for, man? The woman was dying anyway. Why did I never go to you when I'm terminally ill? Yeah, Jesus. Your bedside manners suck shit, dude. Pilfnum, I understand your frustrations, but there is naught I can do. With Madam having passed, the one in charge of the house is, as of now, Detective Hyde. Oh great, the mysterious knight has seized control of the house just like that. The entire crime scene is his right as lead investigator. Today alone, I am to serve him as this house's master. What? Now, I do mean that literally. He just ordered his 5th cup of coffee in the last 3 hours. As a doctor, I guess it's a relief that he'll only have enough for 14 more cups. Speaking of Detective Hyde, though, Mr. Wright, might I ask you what you're doing back here? I'm not mistaken that the good detective wanted you at home until the trial tonight. There's been a change of plan. I'll be leading the defense tonight. Oh, I see. You're mad, man. Do you honestly believe you can overturn these charges? Ever since the establishment of the courts to combat the witches, not once has a defense been won. Still, here's my lady's life on the line. You have my gratitude. I won't let you down, anyway. If this is... I wonder if this is the world which exists without the twist of Labyrinthia. And in a case where we lost the case with, Maya turning Layton to gold. Oh yes, if you're looking for the other ladies, they are resting in the lounge. It's been a difficult night for them, but if you must question them, I will not hold you back. Thanks, I'll go question them later. I think that these two will probably be key witnesses in the trial. Probably run some facts by them when they're available. So, that sure was a shock we got last night, huh? I don't know about that. Every time I come here, I'm half expecting to find that woman already dead. Still, to go like that, I certainly didn't foresee that. Was Rosemary's health really that bad? Perhaps I'm exaggerating just a bit, but it's true that her health has deteriorated quite a bit. Quite. Her condition was not life-threatening, but she has weakened in recent years. Yet she still held the power and influence she had before. Perhaps she refused to leave her room to hide her condition from everyone. I can only speculate on that matter. Of course, I'll spare you the details. Most of the rest is confidential. Don't suppose you could tell me if that knife had always been there? I said that's confidential. Well, Jesus, alright. Could you describe the crime scene as you found it? It was exactly the way you saw it, Breadman. Just want to be sure I'm not confused in anything. First of all, you guys definitely didn't find anyone hiding at the crime scene earlier, right? Did you? If I had, I most certainly would have turned them in. No, I checked every conceivable hiding place, and there was no such second person. What about the windows? Oh, those were locked? You tell us, you were the one who checked. They were locked, sorry. Still, maybe it's possible that they were locked from the outside? That is, of course, impossible. Our house was not designed by hacks. Then what about the door? Locked. You're certain of that? I myself tried to open the door before unlocking it, and it didn't open, so yes. Then, maybe the culprit had the key? In theory, it would be plausible that they could have gotten their hands on it. As for whether they actually had it or not, that's an entirely different matter. It is? What's the matter with the key? Well, the issue is... I had it on me almost the entire night. Are you serious? Yes, in fact. Most of the time, I'm the only one who's even supposed to have that key. That key which unlocks no door other than Madame's bedroom. But hold on, you only had it most of the time? In that case, couldn't the culprit have just gotten it into the crime scene during that period? The only time you did not have the key was when you gave it to Liz. Up now, Phoenix. Surely you see where this is going. I'm not aware that there was someone who entered the bedroom that night. Oh. Oh. Precisely. The one time I did not have the key that night was when I handed it to Elizabeth so she could bring the woman her dinner. Is that seriously the only time you didn't have it? Surely you'd have to give it to someone for breakfast and lunch, right? Correct. Vanessa handled the former and Victoria handled the latter. However, they promptly returned the key to me, and I confirmed the door was locked afterwards. On both accounts, of course. Maybe she handed the key off to someone else, and they were the one who killed the victim. No such opportunity existed, I'm afraid. After all, I was cleaning in the hall, just outside the bedroom. She returned the key to me immediately after locking the door. And maybe someone pickpocketed it from you, then put it back later. What makes you assume it was in my pocket the whole time? What? Is that what you just said? Well, you see, it gets quite boring in between jobs when I have nothing to do. So I have a habit of playing with the key, twisting it, turning it around, you know? I don't believe this. Are you saying? I am. I can say for certain that the key was on me the entire time. Hey, Victor? Are you sure you're not the killer? A good joke, my friend. But yes, I'm quite sure. Just ask anyone. Perhaps even ask yourself. My alibi from that moment is quite ironclad, I dare say. Besides, I'm not going to go saying a man like Vic used a witch's scepter, are you? Guess not. Alright. Well, this sucks. I guess this really is a locked room. Of course, there's one key difference between your average locked room and this. And that's that this crime scene has magic involved, so I'm sure Hyde has an explanation for this. And of course, it's going to incriminate Elizabeth. Damn. We'll go talk to Hyde first, I think. Well, why is the body still here? What, haven't you been to a crime scene before? It's preserved the scene of the crime. Don't you think you should at least move the body out of, respect? I haven't heard her complain yet, so why not? Okay, I now know one wish I'm writing down my will. What are you doing up here anyway, witness? Afraid we're a bit short on furniture, but there's a lovely couch down in the lounge if you're tired. Actually, I thought I'd drop by to let you know I'll be defending the accused tonight. What? Are you mad? Man, what about your testimony? I didn't think I had much to offer, did I? You defenders are truly crooked. You know what, fine. Do whatever you want, mate. I'll have my revenge someday. Detective Hyde never forgets. In before Defense Culpability Act. Even the defender burns too. I'll be watching my back then. You better. Anyway, you want to look around the crime scene now, fella? And you're so kindly offering. Perfect, a chance to investigate. Better ask Mr. Hyde if he's uncovered himself while I'm at it. What's that? This is my baker badge. It proves I made the best bread and make the best bread in town. A little baker like you afford something made of solid gold like this. Would there be more witchery afoot in that little home of yours? Can we not talk about this? Sure. I've got my eye on you, Wright. And I'm always watching. How's the investigation going? It's going just fine. Glad you asked. Even got a suspect and everything. I don't suppose you have any alternative suspects? There. If I did, I wouldn't be doing such an incredible job right now, would I? I have a diagram of this bedroom right here. That should give you a better grasp of the crime scene. Yeah, oh, there it goes. Let me just pop this up. Boop. Okay, so looks like we've got... This room is smaller than I thought. Bed. Elizabeth's room is unfortunately right next to Rosemary's room. Alright, very good. As you can see over here, the victim was sitting in her chair when she was killed. This crime scene itself is about as simple as locked rooms get, too. We have testimony that someone actually entered it, after all. Therefore, the suspect pool is pretty shallow, don't you think? Well, between the 6 people who were at the house that night? Who else could have done it? But an outsider, an intruder who stuck into the house last night. Yeah, go on. It's impossible to say for certain that we 6 are the only ones who could have killed the victim. Therefore, an unknown witch ex nobody knows about could just as likely be the killer. Very good point. However, sorry to say, I saw that naive argument coming a mile away. What? Suspect pool? How could you so confidently eliminate the possibility of an unknown culprit? Because of this, this piece of paper? I'm all too familiar with you defenders and such cheap arguments in that. The unhanded witch exes casted spell wise with Hexepta Z's. That won't work on my watch. That's why the very first thing I did was have my knight scour the exterior of this fine house. What I have here is a report. The footprints outside the house. Footprints? I don't like the sound of that. You might remember it was raining quite heavily yesterday evening. Pretty well, yeah. Of course you do. That's why we found your footprints in the mud outside. Yours and yours alone, Mr. Wright. Where's Pilfman then? With that, your desperate claim to cover for the accused has fallen short. So sorry, defender. The killer really had to be only one of us 6? Yeah, that is bad. Curse you and your foresight, Hyde. Inside of the detective at night, only your footprints were found leading to the house. What about Pilfman, though? We don't get why the body's still here. I told you, preservation of the crime scene. You do want accurate information, don't you? I do, actually. Would you be willing to share said information? Sure, accurate analysis of the body coming right up. Let's see, yes. Seems the victim was stabbed. Very good. Oh, really? Stabbed square in the chest, in fact. She must have put up no resistance whatsoever by the looks of it. As for the knife, it appears to be of the same design as those found in this house's kitchen. Anything else you want to know? She put up no resistance at all. A stab wound to the chest like this doesn't just happen. Not so cleanly. It has suggestions that she'd have been willing to let the blade into her chest. Quite so. So it's a suicide. Nice try, Bucko, but this wound isn't what I'd call self-inflicted. And how can you be so sure of that? You can trust me, detective's authority and all that. Make that sound like a fate skill. Make a valid argument. Alright. Oh no. Crime scene notes broke. Oh no. Crime scene notes broke. The bed is kind of lazily made. Understandably, the victim was apparently resting in it most of the day. Must have gotten out of it to eat. By the way, there was something under the bed, right? Yep. Want to have another look? The Talia Magica. Almost certainly used to kill the victim, don't you think? Well, what spells are in it? Probably. What spells can it use? We'll have to wait and see. Can't you at least tell me this much? At least. Thought I'd been rather generous so far. Fine, maybe look the fool tonight. Talia Magica. Very good. Hey, look at this window. If you opened it while I wasn't looking, it'll be you yourself. It'll be yourself you'll be defending tonight. No, I know it's locked, but it's missing a curtain. Ah. So it is. Ripped clean off, in fact. What does this have to do with my crime scene? Nothing is what. Nah, that'd be absolutely ridiculous. Still. Oh, I love this. The memories. The chandelier looks kind of out of place for some reason. It does, but I'm not complaining. It still gives me light. Not a single raven reaches under your hat. What, you want to see my face? Sure, it'd make you less suspicious. Denied. What should be hiding, Detective Hyde? What's this on the table? Food, you might be familiar with it. I'm used to nothing but bread. Just bread, huh? Let's hope your boss didn't hear that. Anyway, you're probably already aware what this plate's doing here. It was brought here by that accused. Yeah, and I have no problems with that. Nothing wrong with bringing your sick mother her dinner, right? Even if it proves she was at the crime scene right before the woman was killed. That's only suspicious because you stopped thinking at that point. Like things had nothing to do with murder whatsoever. Sure. By the way, have you noticed the knife's missing? Oh yeah, that's weird. Where'd it go? It's right there in her chest. In other words, the innocent little girl you're defending brought the murder weapon here, too. Aha! Got enough down that little notebook of yours. Think so? That's probably all I'm gonna get out of you. Unless you're willing to at least leak a few details about that scepter? No. Come on, man. Man, lips are sealed. If you want someone to blame, blame the Inquisitor. Huh? I thought you said you were the Inquisitor for this trial. I said I'm an Inquisitor. Listen closer next time. If you're not the Inquisitor, who is? Barnum? You can tell me you took this case without even knowing who you're up against. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with your head, man? Unless we're going a different route. What's wrong? Who's my opponent? Oh, Mr. Wright, you best prepare yourself if you want to make it out of this trial alive. Man you're going up against is a young upstart, and yet a legend. A young upstart, a legend? Oh, yeah. It's quite literally something out of a fairy tale among fairy tales, such as ours. Being knight of the Inquisition is an honor man studies many a night and day to even grasp, and yet, one mere night, this man proved his worth to the mighty storyteller in person. Even Zacharias Barnum was supposed to kneel before this man's superiority. Not even Barnum can stand up to this guy? Crazy, right? Best Inquisitor in Labyrinthia reduced to the mere second, or best overnight. Said his intellectual rival cannot be found through the nights. The teller, even the gods. Hey, I thought you said this was a simple case. Is assigning this guy to the case just a little bit overkill? Relax, to a doughy baker like you might as well go up against a dummy. What's this dummy? Or man, anyway? As hesitant as I am to drag him to the level of a mere man, his name is Miles Edgeworth. Oh no! Miles? Miles! All that big talk, and his name is Miles. Would you prefer John, or... Wait a minute. Miles Edgeworth? But that name feels familiar, somehow. No mystery there. You according to this Golden Kingdom have yet to hear of his heroics. I guess the bakery's one of them, because I know I've heard that name somewhere before. No pressure or anything, though. Oh, fun! Let's go check on the ladies. Sorry, I'm thinking here a moment. Alright. Oh, goody. You're still walking around like you own this place. Good morning to you, too. Mr. Wright, what are you doing back here? I'm here to question you two. I'll be defending your sister in court. You will? Huh. That'll be entertaining. It's your sister on the line here, you know. Half-sister. How could you be so relaxed about this? Mr. Wright? What did you want to ask us? Yes, make it quick, will you? That man with the hand kept us awake all night, and as you can see, we're exhausted. Victoria, maybe, but you seem as energetic as ever. You're just firmly dulled to everything. La la. Oh, what? Did you want to do something? Was the B&B not enough for you? You silly people, honestly. Why did you look at this? Alright, fine. Questioning. How was questioning then? Please, don't ask. Oh, that detective. How long does it take just to establish alibis? Alibis, huh? Oh, let me guess. Now you're going to be the one grilling us over every little second last night. That's not necessarily what... Let me put it very simply for you then. Before Elizabeth went to the bedroom, I was with you. Do you contest this? No, that sounds about right. Good. After that, during our own dinner, and even after that, you were also with me. Yep. And basically the entire family, too. Now, if you're done with me, I'm trying to rest here. Yes. I'll tell you more at the trial tonight. Fair enough. By the way, I don't want to be rude, but is there a unique smell in here? Ah, you see, it is distracting. Huh? What is? Sorry, that's my perfume. I have a habit of putting too much on when I'm nervous. I had it on last night and you didn't notice, so I thought it'd be alright. Yeah, well, he just said it stinks, so go have a shower. That's not what I said! A plot point? A plot point? Okay. The sun's setting already. What terrible timing. Wish I could have gotten more work done, but the trial will be starting soon. I better pack up then, record what awaits. I don't know what awaits me, or what this godly prosecutor has up his sleeve. But one way or another, I will expose the real witch's trickery. Oh my god. We're actually going up to head-to-head with Miles Edgeworth in Labyrinthia. And this is a good point to call it for part 1. Investigation done. We're loading a new part. Load into the trial. And we will resume this next time. Until then, thanks for watching.